can I feel?
Welcome back to another Oliver's Adventures. Cadman 2023. Lost and Found. By Oliver Jeffers. Right. We need to get 2 more books. So one of them we have, but we don't have 2 on here, which is weird. Once there was a boy, and one day he found a penguin at his door. The boy didn't know where it had come from, but he began to follow him everywhere. The penguin looked sad, and the boy thought it must be lost. So the boy decided to help the penguin find his way home. He checked the Lost and Found office, but no one was missing a penguin. But also, it's a box with the person with 4 glasses, and 5 eyes, and he's named Man. He asked some birds if they knew where the penguin came from, but they ignored him. Some birds are like that. The boy asked his duck, but the duck floated away. He didn't know. That night the boy couldn't sleep for disappointment. He wanted to help the penguin, but he didn't know how. An itch. The next morning he discovered that penguins came from the South Pole. But how could he get there? He ran down to the harbour and asked a big ship to take them to the South Pole, but his voice was much too small to be heard over the colossal ship's horn. Like, worst boat impression ever. So together he and the penguin would row to the South Pole. The boy took his rowboat out of the cupboard and they tested it for size and strength. They packed everything they would need. Together they pushed the rowboat out to sea. They rowed south for many days and nights, the boy telling stories all the way. The penguin listened to everything that the boy said. Why does that have a picture of what I assume is the Titanic? But reversed. Because it's not tight. Because Titanic means it's ginormous, and it's not, it's tiny. They floated through good weather and bad, and the waves were as big as mountains. Yeah, how are they going to get past this? The ship's just going to go wee and capsize. The boy said goodbye and floated away. As he looked back, the penguin looked sadder than ever. Third page of horror. Until they came to the South Pole. The boy was delighted, but the penguin said nothing. Suddenly, it looked sad again as the boy helped it out of the boat. Yeah, I don't think penguins are that advanced, and scientists wouldn't do that. The boy said goodbye and floats away. But as he looks back, the penguin looks sadder than ever. It felt strange to be on his own. The more he thought, the more he realised he was making a big mistake. Like I did, missing a page. The penguin wasn't lost. He was just lonely. Quickly, as he turned the boat round and headed to the South Pole as fast as he could. At last he reached the pole again, but where was the penguin? The boy had searched and searched, but he was nowhere to be found. So basically, he's going that way. He's going that way. So they're just going to be taking the South Pole forever. Sadly, the boy set off for home. There was no point telling stories because there's no one to listen, except the wind and the waves. But then the boy saw something in the water ahead of him. Closer and closer he got until he could see the penguin. And so the boy and his friends went home together, doing the wonderful things all the way. That's the end of that book. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Just want to see you again for another book adventure. Bye, see you next time.
How can I feel?